So yeah, I'm just gonna narrate a little bit. Serenity is 6 now, right? Yeah. She has been with multiple trainers and she has been taught how to fight. And now we're working with her to get her as relaxed as we possibly can. And it always starts with getting on her. So we're working together to keep her relaxed while we're on her. And right now, this is a very relaxed Serenity compared to what she usually is. So that's really good. I'm really happy with that. And as you see, Shalena is kind of carrying her head, but asking her down nonetheless, right? So we do want her to align her spine and drop because she tends to be very fidgety and try to trigger us to fight with her. So the moment she does, we just go up, engage a bit in the corner of the mouth so it's nice and soft, and get her to drop so she doesn't start pulling to the left or to the right as much. Right now, again, we're just focusing on that relaxation part, so we're not asking anything else yet, because the moment you ask her slightly too much, she goes again into fight mode, and that's where we have to be very careful what we're doing. Right there, if she goes there, right, she curls up too much, and that's part of her flexibility in her neck. And Shalene, as you saw, she just kind of lets it go, says, yeah, well, I don't really care. I just need to keep you moving. But the fact that she wants to go down is a very good sign, because that means she's at least relaxing. When she curls up, try to kind of like put your hands up and forward. Yeah, exactly. But keep the connection there. So kind of like pull her up forward, exactly like that, and then let go. So you say like, so now she's curled up, right? And then you pull her forward and say, hey, there. And then you go back to neutral. Exactly. So she learns that you're still going to touch her when she curls up. So that's not the answer necessarily. See in there, you see a little bit of her tension. That's better. And then just go back to neutral and stay super soft. And then ask her just again and start with that. Exactly. So she tends to really curl in and up. And we were so like, hey, I need you to reach. I need you to go forward. I need you to go forward. I need you to stretch out instead of curl in. She needs to start reaching for the bit, but that's kind of where that trust comes in, right? And all these issues stem from trust and insecurity and have nothing to do with necessarily with fighting. That's her way of expressing herself. So we just need to say, hey, this is good, you're okay. Give her a very clear answer what we want. And then every time correct her when she does something. There, you good girl. Yeah, and then relax. Because now she's like on the vertical. Again, don't really care that much about it, but I want her to start stretching to your hand instead of coming under. And the moment she curls away, she is avoiding your hand and avoiding the contact, avoiding your bit. So then we actually have to touch her and say, hey, this is also not what I want you to do. I need you to stretch forward into my hand and not curl behind it and go away from my hand. That's okay. So here again, you see a lot of tension, a lot of stress. You see the ear spin back, her facial expression changes, and her tail starts to switch. And then she starts to trot as a reaction to that aggravation. And this is also very mellow. Usually she bucks, she kicks, and she rears. In order to solve this, we don't engage her when she wants to fight, but we still ask her a certain body posture and a certain things of her, but with a very clear letting go and very clear answer to the questions we ask. We just go through the scale, the German training scale, I mean. So we start with rhythm, beat. So we make sure her walk is a correct footfalls, and then her rhythm is nice and solid, so we can keep her moving forward without her losing her balance. And then we keep that connection, and that's where Shalena's skill comes in, to keep that constant connection with her mouth. So you can slowly start to lean into that. Maintain a connection on the right rein there. So put your right rein rather back. See? And there you go, little fight, which is fine. She doesn't want to have that her spine aligned and then her right hind engaged. So that's why she comes together across it. Yeah, that was a lot better. So instead of, again, putting your right hand forward, put your right hand back and keep the connection on the right, and on the left, let it go, because she wants to pull on that left, but she wants to evade that right hand. So we want to align her a little bit more, say, no, I want you to lean in, I want you to balance yourself out, so take a little bit more on that right rein. And again, right now, because the moment you start asking stuff, she goes into that fight. I just want you to kind of relax and not do anything yet. Just maintain the connection and maintain a soft connection in both reins. As you can see, it's all like just basically zigzag through the arena, but she has to learn to let go and become soft first. And looseness in her body. So there she curls up too much. But again, we want her to accept the bit. Instead of curl up, she has to curl forward. And there we just release her and then kind of touch her, say, hey. So there she curls again too much behind. Exactly. So touch her up and over. There, that. And then release. And then we start the entire thing over again. So even when she curls in, right, she feels soft, but she's not. Okay. Right? She is just evading the bit there. So this is slightly better. So just, again, make it an 8, right? So you do the 8 and you go back to neutral. Okay. Say, hey, I need you out of this. I don't want you to curl in. I need you to curl up, or at least to curl out. I need you to stretch your nose out a little bit and not curl in, because I need you to touch me. Because what she does, and I can show you in the clip later, she breaks in her third vertebra, right? So she curls behind a bit and she evades you instead of arching her back. Okay. So we need to fix that. And that has to do with just with our past training. I know we've been working on her for months, but the fact that we're now on her without her bucking and rearing is a good thing. And we're figuring her out still to how can we effectively train her without her going in this fight mode and solve that problem slowly but surely. There, this is better, this is better, this is where I want her. And she can still drop from her neck, but right now this is relaxation, right? This is looseness. So we've got rhythm, looseness, and connection. This is the basics. Okay. If we can keep her there, that is, yes, this is good, this is good, this is good. Did you also feel her slow down there, right? So she's slowly starting to use her body the way we want her to.
I kind of felt her body relax too.
Exactly. So now she's getting, this is good, Shalena. Right hand back. Don't put your right hand forward. That's your outside hand, exactly. Right hand back, the outside hand. There you go. And so we're just slowly, and this is going to take months, sadly, but slowly we'll get her there and we'll get her a little bit more out and more relaxed. There you go. Exactly. There, that. That's better. That is better. So she's slowly, at least not curving away, she's slowly taking a little bit more contact. There. She pushed a little bit too much, but that's okay. She's at least not going against the hand. Exactly.
So I'm kind of scared to so I felt that.
Yeah.
But I definitely lost connection.
Exactly.
But I was scared to get connection because she was there.
Well, just close with her again. So now she's doing pretty well, right? She's actually right there. Ask her a little bit with your legs. Say, hey, come forward a little bit more. There you go. So that what she did there, that little push out, yeah. That's where we want to go. Right rein back, right rein back. Exactly. But keep the rhythm, don't let her fall apart. There you go. This is better. Exactly. So it's the mistake that we make is to stop touching them when they're round, when they curve behind, because that confirms them through negative reinforcement that that's where we want them to be. So right, for her you have 3 It's almost three-dimensional where how you have to act. Because you don't want her to push too much forward, which for her, again, is not the problem right now. You don't want her to go too low, so that's when you have to act with your hands. You have to close. And you don't want her to curve behind, and that's when you have to act. So there's a lot of these elements you have to constantly say, hey, no, not behind, not too much in front, and not too low. Where right now, again, two of those elements I don't really care about. That's too low and not too far in front. But behind, we have to touch her and say, no, get her out. Exactly. Because again, all we care about is that the back is up. We don't care about the front. We don't care what the head does. The back has to come up, and that's where you have to start feeling. But this is starting to look better.
So when she tossed her head right there, that was because she didn't want to touch the bit.
Well, she tries to evade the bit. And there again, so now you're touching her, right? And you're like, no, I don't want you to curve that far. Exactly. There, this is good. Yeah, that's fine. And then she comes up and tries to evade the bit again. So you have to kind of like relax her. Let's see. Right there, I would say just become as soft as possible. Soft, yes, there. That was really good. So you have to really start to, yes, there, it's fine. This is good. Slightly too round, but she's not diving behind it anymore. She's kind of like, now she's good. This is what we want.
I can feel her neck is kind of more open.
Exactly. So that was really good. So now when you're ready, just have her trot out and see if she will take it. This is awesome. This is really good. This is soft. This is good. Keep your right hand back. Your right hand connected. She's starting to slowly push against it to the front to see where she can go. So that's exactly what we want her to do. And again, she's not low enough yet. She doesn't have her back arch yet, but we're not working on that, right? Right now we're working on rhythm, relaxation, and connection. So she's going to trust your hand. That will eventually lean into a horse that will start to push into your hand, lean into your hand, and then she can arch her back. But first she needs that trust part. That's okay. Exactly. Just put her back. Exactly. Have the rhythm you want. Rhythm first. So right now, I know you have to have the connection, but if she does that, just correct her there. And then when she's corrected there, just let her go and say, hey, fine, don't care, but go forward first. Don't throw your head up, but I need you to trot forward. Just put your hands forward and let her trot. I know she's being and this is where what she does. She kind of just triggers and she wants to fight now. That's what she wants to do. And we're like, no, we're going to relax you through. We're just going to not engage. We're not going to hit you. We're not going to poke you in the ribs. We're not going to do anything. We just want you forward. And that's all we want. There. And again, here she curls about behind the bed because she wants to get away. Exactly. And then just give your hands again. Say forward. Come out of that a little more. Up and out. Up and out. Exactly. And then let go. Up and out. Up and out. Again more. So put both your hands up and shove them forward. There. And then go back. And then back to neutral.
Okay. So her nose is out right now.
Exactly.
Okay.
Which is fine. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. She's fine. And then you slowly take connection again to see, hey, can I touch you?
Okay.
Can we hold hands? So every time she curls in, every time she's like, oh, now she's nice and soft, you do that. You say, hey, no, I need you forward and out. I don't want you to curve in. I need to touch you here.
Okay.
Because, yes, there. And then let go. Exactly. And again, there's fine. There, she's fine. Exactly. So now we can slowly see that she's starting to chew. She actually let her jaw loose there for a second. And then touch her again. Yes, better. And start touching her. Start touching her. Yes, good. And then relax. And then relax. And then relax. Because the moment, every time she curves behind, she's putting herself in a very painful # position, right? in between brackets, but say this is better. This is better. Because she's curving and she's locking herself. She's breaking in a third vertebra. And that's why she's probably also pissed off constantly. This is better. This is better. Do you feel how loose she started to move there?
Yep.
Right? That is where we need her to go. And then you need more of that energy from behind to keep her moving. So the rhythm first. But that's better. That's better. Exactly. And then put your hands back. Exactly. So make it an aid, right? So forward and back. Forward and back. Back to neutral. Exactly. And make her move. Make her trot. And then forward, out, and back. Whenever you're ready, ask her to trot. There, she curves too much in. Exactly, that was good, that was good. See, there she loses her balance, which makes her insecure, and then she goes up and pulls out with her mouth. Or we have to say, okay, no, gonna lock you up between my reins again, ask you to go forward and out, but keep the rhythm, so not too slow, not too fast. Push her forward, make her trot. This is good, this is good, this is fine. There we go. And then she pushes out again, exactly. Leg first. A leg first, and then we shove out extend your hands and say, hey, go forward. Forward, 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 forward. Because if she goes too slow, yeah, that's fine. This is what she's gonna do. Don't engage, exactly. And relax, breathe through your stomach. Exactly. A little up, leg and up. So first leg, and then you kind of squeeze up with your hands. Give guy like a lift, say, hey, come up. Don't need you to go down. There you go.
Okay.
And up, there, that's better. And then you slowly connect with your hands again. Nobody ever said this was easy. Fine. Oh, neck up, neck up. Again, trot, neck up. Brav. See, and this is just her insecurity to like, hey, I don't want to fall on my face, I don't want to fall on my face. And her reaction to her not getting the support necessarily she needs from your hands yet.
Okay.
Because you have to keep that connection. So she's falling apart and she's like, hey, I don't like this. Head up, head up, head up. So even if it's just here, when she keeps her head front, that's fine. This is better. This is better. This is better. This is better. Exactly. And just relax, breathe through your stomach, because if you start to focus on that corner where she does it every time, she's got to do it every time. That's good. That's better. There you go. And just focus on the rhythm and a soft connection, and she will eventually release. That's better. Keep her moving. Keep the rhythm the same. Keep the connection. There you go. There you go. Go, girl. And then slowly ride her back. Oh, there you go. As you can see, she has a little fighting streak in her. And it's just because of imbalance and not strong enough to carry certain things. So she then tends to fight instead of do anything else. So we're slowly getting her that trust and getting her that, say, hey, you don't have to fight. You can actually work with us instead of working against us. This is starting to look better. Starting to look a lot better. There you go. There, better. Now up and forward. Because right there, she really like pulls herself forward and onto her front end instead of balancing herself on her 2 legs. Oh, 4 legs, sorry. Exactly, that's starting to look better.